Day 3 on our trip. Boy, this is absolutely amazing. I'm loving this trip. Yesterday, we climbed Ben Nevis. Unbelievable. In less than 8 hours while shooting. So, I'm absolutely thrilled, I will admit. But there's still a few more things that we have on this list that we want to see. And one of those things is Alistair Crowley's house. I will explain more later on. But for now, we need to make our way to Dores. We've got a lovely day planned ahead. Our legs are shot, but we're going to be absolutely fine. We've got a couple of walks that are a little bit easier going. I have to make the most of this whilst I'm here. It's such a long drive. So we're going to get ready and make us way now to Dores, where the start of our first walk is and where the Loch Ness hunter resides. Okay, so now we are at the Dores Inn, like Dores Beach, and we're doing a circular walk that goes into the woods here and round and back on ourselves. So it's looking like it's another perfect day to be doing something like this. We share the beach as well with the Nessie hunter, Steve Feltman, who has been looking for the Loch Ness Monster since 1991, which is super cool as well. So we're going to get ourselves off on this walk. We've got 2 walks planned today. Our legs are feeling it after climbing Ben Nevis yesterday. So
yeah, it was a tough one yesterday, but you know, we're here. We've got to enjoy the holiday, haven't we? Make the most of it. We've got to only here once. Cut that bit.
Well, for now, it might come back.
Cut that, cut that bit. Let's get this. Let's get this. Well, let's do this, shall we? I've got my words mixed up. God dear.
Okay, so that path then comes back out here, and this is the way in which we came in. So that was a nice little circular walk. I think it was 2.8 miles, maybe, so just about 3 miles. And here we are back at the beautiful Loch. So before we move on, I think we're going to have some lunch at Dores. So I have got a cob with me, but I'll save it for when I need to. If I can get some food here, then I may as well, am I right? But one thing I am noticing is that I've packed my gear a lot lighter this time, and I'm rocking just the M5 Mark III with the 14 to 140 from Lumix, and that's kind of like the only setup I need. But I have kept my Lauer with me, the 7.5mm for the setup, and that's it. Packing really light, so this bag is actually too big for everything. Like, I've got extra compartments free. But yeah, look at this, absolutely gorgeous view. This is stunning. Yes, wonderful first little hike round the forest, and yeah, we'll be heading down there to Dores and getting a little bite to eat, I think.
It says hello, John, and then what?
That's all is John Hammond is he clones himself, and then there's like a new one of him steps out behind and he says hello to himself. He goes, hello John, hello John, hello John, and then a new one appears.
Oh, right, okay.
You always have to stay. Always have to stay, if it's available.
Yeah. I love it.
Magic is probably my favourite thing. You just can't eat loads. It clogs you up there, doesn't it?
So we are now finished with this walk. We've had a lovely meal at the Dores Inn, and now we're going to head to Farigag is what it's called, forest, in which then we're going to be doing a circular walk past Aleister Crowley's house, which is going to be super interesting. Yeah, so we've got to make our way there, and we've decided to get a little coffee to take with us. We love coffee. So yes, making our way now to Farigag. We are now in Farigag. I think I'm saying that right. And essentially we have got another circular walk. It should take about another 2 hours, and we're going to be hopefully seeing Aleister Crowley's house, which was called Boleskine House, or Boleskine House. In 2015 suffered significant fire damage, and then again in 2019, and there's no understanding of what the cause was for that. So it's very interesting. It used to be owned by Aleister Crowley and Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. So it's going to be very interesting to see what this house is like, what the energy is like at this house as well. For now, we're about to head into the woods. I've even got a torch with me just as a backup in case it gets very dark. So come on then, let's go and do this. Hello, my baby. Hello, lucky boy. Hey, are you chilled now? You chilled out a bit, eh? You chilled out a bit now, have you? He's only 7 months old, bless him. He's such a baby. He just wants to go for everything. Can't eat the tree bark, Liam. Can't eat the tree bark. I've got one in my bag, yeah. Okay, so we just came into this lovely, like, gorgey area just after the loch, the small, very small loch where all of this has been felled, and we're slowly going to be going back through the woods now towards Boleskine House, which is good timing really, because it's starting to get dark. It's about 8 o'clock. There's about an hour and a bit left of this route. The only thing that is slightly annoying is that after a day like today, it'd be really nice to go to the pub for a pint afterwards, like what we've been doing, a day's worth of exploring and stuff. It would be nice to have a drink at the end of the day, but we're kind of getting them in when we can. But I think it'll be beers on the balcony tonight, so hey, can't complain with the views off of our balcony, can we? So let's just keep it rolling. Nearly at Boleskine House now, into the dark woods. Okay, so I've just been informed that on the opposite side of these trees here is Boleskine House. Boleskine House, Alistair Crowley's house. So we're heading this way, and then it loops back on itself, and we should get the frontal view of the house, but we can't see it from here, and I've just landed the drone, so I'm going to wait until we get around the front now.
Basically walk back along Loch Ness back to Paice. So all I'm saying is Boleskine House opportunity, when this meets the...
We'll find it.
Boleskine House, or Boleskine House. It's just behind me. It is time to use the final battery of the day and film what we came to film. Also need to change that battery. Okay, so I think we're actually going to get to see, or get a bit closer to the house. There's a man allowing us at the gate to get a bit closer to it. Drone footage wise, I couldn't get too close because there are just endless lines of really tall trees and I can't see the drone, so I did the best I could really with the kind of sight lines that I could get. But yeah, we're going to see if we can get a bit closer to it now. Right, okay, so now we're on the grounds of Boleskine House, which is very interesting. And we're going to go up onto that decking. I believe it's this house on the right here. Okay, so I can see where they built this west side now.
This is the house.
So this is the west wing, and This side was all burnt down. It has been, they're in the process of restoring it, as you can see. But yeah, that side there had completely burnt down. So it caught fire back in 2015, and then it caught fire again in 2019, and that is how they've ended up with a house that is in the shape of that it is in. There's currently a charity that are funding the project, the restoration of it. Okay, so to clarify what I was just talking about, so in the 1760s, the church that's just down the way from here caught fire. It was built in the 1760s, and then during congregation caught fire and killed everybody inside. This house was erected, and as you can see is caught fire in 2015, and then caught fire again, and then caught fire again in 2019. Well, the one in 2019, we don't know the source of how that was caused, and the owner was out the house, left the house, came back, and it was just on fire briefly. So it is now being completely restored, but as you can see, it is some restoration that is taking place. So you've got these like church style arched windows, really insane feature, impressive features for a house like this. So yes, it was bought by Aleister Crowley. Then Led Zeppelin guitarist Jimmy Page bought it, and then it was sold on again further down the line, and then caught fire twice, and is now in a process of restoration.
Okay, you can move now.
Is that piece of Crowley wood?
Might call it down.
Or not.